Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to the Sins of New Wells. In the last episode, we witnessed experiments, a creation of a weapon that uses sound to scramble memories. It was very interesting. Very, very interesting. I quite liked the word jumble puzzle that we got. I thought that was really cool. Now, we have this. We've already seen this screen. It is, it's kind of mental. That's how I'm going to put that. Unravelling. Let me back in. Yeah, this is, this is strange. This is very strange. I'm going to start over here. No, I will not be silenced, for I am a fool. I heed no hero. I mean, this is... Again, look at those eyebrows. Look at those eyebrows. Look at that tasteful shade of lipstick. This is Moira. This is Moira. And then we have a Cyclops. Some shells, eyes and ears. This is... The ends of the tubes have been cut. This is like a snake. With... Is that a dragonfly coming out of it? Oh, I guess attempting to go into its mouth. Yes, go, deflate her, ruin her, poison her, deflate her. He looked at my wondrous scroll. Why does it make him worry? He is crazed. Here I am, but then I go. The work bell rings and the king arrives, or the kings arrive. The good twin must be let in. His departure creates a void. A hero is here, but is rebuffed. The void is filled by the evil twin. He hides his nature and unpicks his brother's work. The eyes and ears gather. And then... Wait, is that it? Is that it? I'm not... That's that. I note that we have 5 out of 41 spots. Okay, I think this is like the final case of the main game. Things will open up as we progress. So I mean, I don't know what to make of this. I'm pretty sure that this is Moira. I'm pretty sure that this is Moira. And then everything else, I'm just like, pardon? A pair of robots told the snake to... I mean, they wanted to attack the balloon. That's deflate her. That's the balloon. So it's an attack on Moira. The crossbow wielder shot the snake to protect the balloon. This is a scrambled memory. Okay. Oh, memory match. Conference. Okay, yeah, everything can go. So this... Oh, I like that. The clock's been scrambled. The clock's been scrambled. That's cool. Okay. Where do we want to start? Let's go clockwise. Ooh. I saw your setup as I left. The microphone is hardwired to the speakers and they're facing away from the mayor. That's right, Mr. Samson. Good. I'm not too worried about the speakers. They only want to hit her, not a whole crowd. They need something close to her face and they don't have that. Something wrong? Let me show you something, Detective. A speaker and a microphone contain the same basic internal components. Electrical signals, sound, electromagnetic coil, diaphragm, Electrical signals sound. When wired as a speaker, electrical signals are converted into sound. When wired as a microphone, sound is converted into electrical signals. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in my brain. I think I just kind of... I think I want to look at everything. If you see this note, did I leave my uniform in your locker by accident? I don't have a spare and mine's been gone since it went out to the cleaners yesterday. Thanks, Paul. Okay. I'm not sure what Roy's looking for, but I suppose it's not my concern. Just got to grab some backup. Oh. Danger. Renovation in process. Keep out. Bower restoration works under construction. Idiot. Senseless killing gets you caught. This way we go unnoticed and no one can trust her information ever again, provided this works as well as it did in testing. I suppose I should get moving as well. Secundant should know all the necessary details, Mrs. Bower. A folded set of overalls. A radio signal receiver. I still think we should just kill her. No one can besmirch the name of Hildegard Bower. Arbash, I go. Ketzamal. Trust in Echo Secunda. A portable microphone. A radio signal emitter. What the hell is that? I have no idea what this is. I'm just going to assume it's some technical equipment. I'm not exactly a tech savvy individual, so I'm just going to assume it's some technical thing. And then down here, the speakers are hardwired to the podium. If you could see my face right now. We know that Moira is giving an emergency conference. This is the shells. This is the shells. And there's the podium. I love this. I love this. This tickles my brain in such a pleasing manner. Where everything is scrambled. It's not quite right, but it is right, but it isn't. This makes my brain very happy. This makes my brain very, very happy. Okay, hello? Okay, reporters should be here in about an hour. I suppose I'll have to wait until after the conference to get a coffee. Roster, arrivals and departures. 8 a.m, Moira and security arrived. 8:30 a.m, Greg from Sonic Solutions arrived. 10 a.m, not 10 a.m, 9:10 a.m, Greg from Sonic Solutions left. 9:45 a.m, Roy Samson arrived, left. Man standing by the podium with a clipboard. The day starts and Moira arrives. The guy comes and he leaves. Roy rocks up and he leaves. The void is filled by the evil twin. He hides his nature and unpicks his brother's work. We know that someone, one of the sound guys, he's had his uniform nicked. The eyes in it. So this is the press conference. This is the press. As I said, this is very pleasing. This is very, very pleasing to me. Oh. I'm just looking at her eyebrows and her makeup, and I'm like, like her stylist, cracking job. That's Miss Meredith. Cyclops. Cyclops. I love this. That's Miss Meredith to you, and it's not just the phone, walkie-talkies, hardwiring the speakers. I'm not sure if I believe that sound can be that dangerous. Class 3 labs, after cleaning of illicit materials, see drug schedule page 317, building may return to regular use. Class 4 labs, for public safety, buildings harbouring Class 4 labs must be destroyed. I wish you hadn't turned him away, Moira. Roy's a trustworthy man. If he says the phone is a risk, I'd rather be safe than sorry. People of New Wells have to take responsibility here. It's my resignation. By trusting the wrong people, I have failed you. The Heritage Project was meant to keep the buildings of our community safe and build them back up to their former glory, moved to after identity revealed. Now, though, I have become an unwitting agent in their destruction, but I was not alone in this. A phone and 3 walkie-talkies. Okay. I'm really enjoying this. I've got the biggest grin on my face right now. Okay. So yeah, Moira arrives. She's got this press conference. Greg from Sonic Solutions rocks up, prepares everything. Roy leaves. And not Roy leaves. Roy arrives, tells Moira, sound is deadly. You need to be wary of anything that can, get sound to your ears. And so they've confiscated the walkie-talkies, the phones. And Moira's dismissive. No, I will not be silenced, for I am a fool. I heed no hero. I'm not listening to Roy. Fuck that. And this guy is saying, no, Roy's trustworthy. Now, from this, yeah, Roy arrives, but they rebuff him. And then... Yeah, he goes, he's nicked the uniform. Off of Paul. And he's gonna go and he's gonna say, oh, actually, Greg sent me, there was something wrong, and yeah, this guy is... Yeah, the microphone is hardwired to the speakers and they're facing away from the mayor. That's right. I'm going to assume this is probably Greg. He probably asked Moira, all right, who was here setting up your sound? Oh, it was Greg from Sonic Solutions. And he's run down there to be like, Greg, tell me about the setup. And Roy's saying, oh, well, I'm not too worried about the speakers. They only want to hit her, not a whole crowd. They need something close to her face and they don't have that. Something wrong? Let me show you something, detective. This poster. A microphone can basically be used as a speaker. And that is close to her face. So he is going to dress up as if he's from Sonic Solutions. He's going to go meddle with this. And then the press conference begins. Yeah, the speakers have been cut. Because you also had a radio signal receiver. And this is a radio signal emitter. So yeah, so he's... Blondie removes the speakers and he jerry-rigs the receiver. And this must be... I mean, it's got a skull and crossbones and everything. This is where the gangsters are hiding out with the emitter. Okay, so this is... I was thinking this was its tail. No, I think this is like it's like a stinger. The green is on their butt. So yeah, this has now been rigged to shoot back, to scramble backwards. And the fly, it's got its tongue out like, let me sap you, let me sting you. But a crossbow has been... Okay. Let me go back to here. Have we missed anything? Because we still haven't found all of the spots. Is there a third? Is there a third? We've got everything there. You. Yeah, everything there. Yeah, okay, I think we have to continue on with this. Well, that's Moira. That is the emitter. That's the speaker. That is... Do we have clipboard? Was it the roster? Roster. That's the bodyguard. I think. Because he's chilling out with her. The Cyclops is chilling out with her. We have security. Yeah, I think that's security. That is the receiver. Do you want the zappy thing, or do you want that? We don't have like sound or evil vibration about like that, so I think you want the snake, which is the microphone. That is the reporters. Oh. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. The perspective. Whose perspective have we been following this whole time? Roy. I didn't think about it when I was looking at this screen, but we've been following Roy. This is America. Well, it's not, but it's based off of America. The police officers here have guns. The gun is being used by Roy. Everything is correct. Thank you. You can go down. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is Moira Meredith. Planned to... Do we have resignation? Yeah, she planned to announce her resignation, and that, yeah, she's not going down alone. That Hildegard Bauer had been using the Heritage Project as a, I'm thinking, cover. Do we have to deal drugs? We don't have chicken anymore. Boo. Boo. I'm thinking cover. Manufacture? Because I mean, it's Hildegard's company that's doing all of the construction. And I mean, here, maybe it wasn't there, maybe it was... Yeah, for public safety, buildings harbouring Class 4 labs must be destroyed. So I think either Hildegard was going to just move in and then tell Moira, oh yeah, the destruction is taking a while, it's taking a while. Or she could just take the stuff. Oh yeah, we're cleaning these illicit materials. Yes, we're safely disposing them. I'm not taking them back to my house or wherever I'm making the drugs. Like, I think that's the plan though. She's just taking their stuff. Hildegard is taking this stuff and using it for her own setup. Because it's her company that's doing all the restoration work. So I think manufacture drugs. Hildegard Bauer planned to stop Moira Meredith by, do we have scrambling? Yep, scrambling her memories. No, her memory. Roy Samson warned Moira Meredith and her security that I'm thinking sound. I'm thinking that sound could be dangerous. After talking to Greg from Sonic Solutions, Roy Samson worried that the microphone could become a and that we don't have weapon. We do have speaker. That's the whole thing. Microphones and speakers can be, they can be used interchangeably or something. I'm not even going to pretend I understand what that poster said. I got the gist. I got the gist of it. After returning to the conference and oh, okay. I know what happened. I know what happened because of the roster in the scrambled timeline. I'm just like, how do word this? How do word this? Maybe I'm thinking looking at the microphone. Yeah, I'm thinking looking at the microphone. Roy Samson realized, excuse me, you should be there, realized a I'm thinking, do we have, where is, okay, a Bauer gangster had disguised himself as a technician. What is... Oh. I mean, you could say sound technician. That would make sense as a sound technician. And attached a receiver to the microphone. So we do have shot. Okay, so Roy Samson shot the microphone. 2 or fewer. Okay. Moira Meredith planned to announce her resignation, and that Hildegard Bauer had been using the Heritage Project as a cover to manufacture drugs. Hildegard Bauer planned to stop Moira Meredith by scrambling her memory. Roy Samson warned... I'm like, could that be killing her? You know, she planned to stop Moira Meredith by killing her. Like, we don't have killing. We don't have killing, I don't think. We do have kill. But then again, one second. No one can trust her information ever again, so she wasn't planning on killing her. Yet planned to stop Moira Meredith by scrambling her memory. Roy Samson warned Moira Meredith and her security that sound could be dangerous. After talking to Greg from Sonic Solutions, Roy Samson worried that the microphone could become a speaker. After returning to the conference and looking at the microphone, Roy Samson realised a Bauer gangster had disguised himself as a sound technician and attached a receiver to the microphone. So Roy Samson shot the microphone. Okay. To be honest, this is what I'm iffy about. I don't know. I don't know here. I think if we take it paragraph by paragraph. So Moira Meredith planned to announce her resignation. Yeah, that is right. And that Hildegard Bauer had been using the Heritage Project as a cover to manufacture drugs. Yeah, I think manufacture works the best. She wasn't stealing drugs. She already had her own drug operation going. Yeah, I think I'd rather stick with manufacture. Hildegard Bauer planned to stop Moira Meredith by scrambling her memory. I'm also happy with that. Roy Samson warned Moira Meredith and her security that sound could be dangerous. I think that's what makes the most sense to me. After talking to Greg, it was Greg, wasn't it? Yeah, Greg. Greg from Sonic Solutions. Roy Samson worried that the microphone could become a speaker. Yeah, okay. After returning to the conference and... Yeah, I think the problem is with this bottom one. I think there's something here. After returning to the conference and... I mean, this has to end in ing. Scrambling at, no. Taking at, looking at. Yes, looking at the microphone. No. He looked at the roster. Oh my god, He looked at my wondrous scroll. Why does it make him worry? He looked at the roster. He went to see, has anyone been here whilst I've been gone? He looked at the roster. Everything is correct. There we go. There we go. Oh, hello. Hello there. Where did Roy end up? He was guarding this side street. Unhand me. I don't know what that woman told you, but I run a legitimate business and you have brutalized my employees. Yeah, I like that. Everyone's got, like, head covering, so, like, we're not taking any chances. Bugger this. Bugger this. Now, hello. That's her bodyguard. I'm like, does the chair have anything to do with, like, so someone's thrown a chair out. I presume you're probably the one that shot him. Because again, you all have guns. There goes my timer. Start it going again. Meanwhile, back here. Oh, hello. Oh, dear, you don't. Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay? Okay, memory's one. No. You can go away. Against all odds we rise, not as conquerors, but as protectors of a galaxy that will remember this day forever. Oh. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Excuse me. No. Bugger off. Am I historian or history? Our escape, his weapon. Our hunger, my service. Okay, and there we have memories. 1 second, you... Okay, you have memories. I... Am I historian or history? Am I Oriel or am I Echo? This is... Oh my god. The implications, because here's the thing, if Oriel is still in here, then that means Jack is still inside Isaac. That is... Oh my god. Oh my god, this is... I had so many thoughts at the end of the game about what happened to Jack and Isaac. And to be my main thought I never got around to saying because I got so kind of like I was just kind of like, the game is ending. Oh my god, reveals. Oh my god, that guy is actually Echo/Oriel. Oh, you know, like reveals. Like I got so caught up in what was happening. I never thought to give my kind of final thoughts on what happened to Jack and Isaac. The whole thing that Jack had going on there, to be brutally honest, it makes me really happy that I am averagely intelligent. I am not a particularly intelligent person, and seeing what happened to Jack makes me glad of that. I'm not gonna lie, I do have worries. I do have worries about playing games that are in this vein. Because I get a pretty decent number of comments being like, oh, you must be so intelligent, and I'm like, no, I'm really not. I am the most averagely intelligent person you could ever meet. To be honest, you don't need intelligence to solve these games. Intelligence is actually the last thing you need. Intelligence gets in the way. Intelligence actively gets in the way of solving fictional mysteries. I'm specifying they're fictional. In real life, detectives and the police should be intelligent, but to solve a fictional murder, intelligence is the last thing you need. It really is. It actively gets in the way of you working stuff out. I'm telling you. Like, what you need. Like, do you want to know how I solve these? Do you want to know? I can tell you. You're not allowed to complain afterwards, okay? Like, this is... I would liken this, what I do, to a magic trick. Because when you don't know how it's done, it appears impressive. But as soon as you explain the trick, you realise, oh, this is completely mundane. This is completely and utterly mundane. What I use to solve these games is reading comprehension, common sense, and creativity, and that's it. That's really it. As I said, intelligence will actively get in the way. Intelligence will make you focus on things that you shouldn't. After I completed the first case of this, I wanted to see what other people thought. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to watch someone else go through the first case. I never do that. However, I was so impressed. I thought to myself, you know what? I want to see what other people make of this. And I'm not going to specify which Let's Play I watched. I'm not going to do that because I have no interest in slagging someone off. But when I clicked on their Let's Play, I could tell, okay, this is someone who is very intelligent. This is someone who is very intelligent. And because they were intelligent, they kind of got stuck on the whole extra sour sauce thing. And they were looking at the guy who ordered the sauce. And because obviously he tells Roy, oh no, I didn't. I ordered garlic sauce. Are you sure you didn't order the extra sour sauce? Oh yeah, I'm sure, detective. And because he was intelligent, it didn't occur to him that people, if they're doing something illegal, will lie to the police. That is common sense. That is common sense. Were you ordering heroin? No, officer, I totally wasn't ordering heroin. Like, yes, he was, but you're gonna lie. You're gonna lie about it. And he spent like a good 10 minutes trying to be like, but he says he didn't, therefore he didn't, because obviously you would tell the truth to the police. It didn't occur to him. It just didn't occur to him that if you're doing something illegal, you're gonna lie to the police. Because that isn't necessarily intelligence. It doesn't take intelligence to work that out. It takes common sense. I have a theory. I'm sorry I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but this is what this made my brain think of. I genuinely believe that with great intelligence comes even greater stupidity. The most intelligent people I have ever met have all consistently been some of the stupidest people I have ever met, which is why I'm so happy to be averagely intelligent. Average intelligence, average stupidity. Like, one last story, and then I'll focus on the game itself, I promise. My first ever boyfriend was, to this day, actually, he is one of the most intelligent people I have ever met. He was an Oxbridge graduate, which meant he either graduated from Oxford or Cambridge University. I can't remember which one. He had an engineering degree, and it was I believe it was specifically in like designing rockets, like something like that. Like, to go to Oxford or Cambridge, you have to be really fucking intelligent. Like, they are the top 2 universities in England. They are in the top 5 universities in Europe. They may even be in the top 5 universities in the world. Like, you have to be intelligent to go to these locations. And he had an engineering degree in designing rockets. The way his mind worked was astounding. He was breathtakingly intelligent. And he was also breathtakingly stupid. One day he came to me and he was saying, oh, Kallista, everyone's having a go at me on Facebook, all because I put an atheist in her place and I showed her the truth, and now everyone's being a dick to me for no reason. I'm thinking, okay, well, explain. It turned out that this atheist who he had put in her place, she was a family friend, and her daughter was going through leukemia. And she was posting on Facebook that the doctors were saying it wasn't good, she wasn't responding well to treatment, and she had literally just asked, please, pray for my daughter. Pray for my daughter. And he responded to that, there's no such thing as God. If the doctors are saying there's nothing can be done for her, then there's nothing can be done for her. Your child is going to end up in the ground as food for worms. And he genuinely couldn't understand why people would be having a go at him for that. Because he spoke the truth. He spoke the truth. He genuinely and sincerely couldn't see that he had done anything wrong. With great intelligence comes even greater stupidity. I am telling you. I am telling you. Like, the whole Jack and Isaac thing made me feel very sad. As I said, I was just like, oh, Jack, so intelligent, so stupid. So very, very stupid, you poor man. But this This implies that there is a chance. There is a chance that Jack is still in there. Oh my god, that is... I like that. I like that. Is this... I mean, we saw it. We saw this in the box. It's a blue and red crystal. No give or take. No give or take. Okay. Okay. Alright, so the tiger with a lion's mane. So this is Echo's memories. Oh my god, this is... I'm sorry, this is showing his escape. This is when he strangled Morg Braga. And this is when he picked up the green horse. It's not a green horse, it's the moped. And he followed. He followed the thing. Wait a minute. Yeah, this was the Harmony Foundation. And then he followed it to the... One sec, I'm just checking. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he followed it to the TV station. This is... I love this. Then it's being stylized in like a medieval aspect. Because this is something closer to what he might understand. We don't know what time frame he came from. So we don't know what Lemurian society looked like. But you know, a horse and cart. I imagine they would have had horses and carts in ancient Lemuria. That would make sense. So yeah, so he saw them attack, and then he saw the idol get pushed out of the window. And then he goes up to it and he gets a weapon. And then he's hungry, so he raids the chicken shop. And then they shoot his moped. He cut down the water tower, but they captured him and brought him to their leader, and he was like, yo, I'll make a weapon for you. Ooh, everything is correct. I'm like, where do I want to go? Yeah, we've got memories too. We still have Roy's memories. So yeah, I'll do these memories first. You can go away. After... Okay. Yeah, so after escaping the asylum, Secunda followed the idol to the TV station. I think he salvaged its last working parts to create the weapon. When he was captured by the Tsars, Secunda offered to help Hildegard by turning No. To create the disarranger. That's how he's been calling it, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that in his diary, in the last case, he called it the disarranger, I think. By turning the disarranger into a more powerful weapon. Everything is correct. Memories worn. Now... Hello, Porbo. You're right. You're right, buddy. Okay. So, Yet Roy was guarding the side street. So what's happened here? Yeah, so they've arrived on the scene. They've grabbed Hildegard. I think he must have threw a chair out of the window. Some bodyguard. He just dips. He threw a chair out, came out. He was running away, but he said not today and shot him. Meanwhile, Echo used the disarranger to run out, and he's just like, yo, I'm running in a straight line. I'm running. So he blasts his way out and then just blasts his way into here. And then something happens. So yeah, he's coming down the hallway, getting closer to the mannequin. No. He sees him run through, and he follows him. And then I'm thinking, because I'm like, this is, he gets his hat knocked off, and in these ones, he doesn't have a hat. Wait a minute. It's the headphones. It's the headphones. And his are more high-tech. Yeah, because at some point his own come off. See, I think this is it. So he's rounding the corner, and Echo comes out of nowhere and punches him. And then Roy knocks Echo's hat off. And then, ooh, I'm thinking he grabs the gun off of him. He grabs the gun off of him. And then he points it at him. But Roy hits the thing. And he panics, drops the gun, and then Roy shoots it. Everything is correct. Excuse me, can you go down? There we go. Okay, after the arrest of Hildegard Bauer, Roy Samson saw that Echo Secunda had... Do we have fled? We have escaped. Yeah, had escaped into an abandoned... I mean, this looks like... It looks like a tailor's to me. You've got the mannequin and everything. So yeah, an abandoned store. Roy Samson followed Echo Secunda, but was ambushed. During the fight, Roy Samson and Echo Secunda both lost their... I'm thinking, yeah, earmuffs. Yeah. Echo Secunda took Roy Samson's gun and prepared to shoot. Wait a minute. Oh, right there. There we go. Prepared to shoot. Suddenly, Roy Samson... Do we have... Yeah, activated the disarranger, which scrambled both of their memories. As his final act, Roy Samson took back his gun and shot the disarranger. You have solved the scenario, After saving Mayor Meredith from having her memories disarranged by the Bowers, Roy chased down Secunda and the Disarranger. In order to take out both threats, Roy chose to sacrifice his own memories so that he could disarrange Secunda's. Then he took back his gun to destroy the Disarranger. Tessa? So, what are you in for? I've solved it. The Rug Tam made a sauce out of this gum chewer. I can't believe we have to work with this guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Tessa. But this is... He's still working. Hey, Roy Samson is still the finest detective we have. If he says he solved it, then he solved it. So the landlord... Savior becomes his translator, basically. He comes in and translates everything he says. Oh. Yeah, thank you for playing The Sins of New Wells. No worries. Patient file OT1438, Toussaint, Oriel. Assigned psychiatrist, Dr. Adam Fisher. I have been seeing the patient for a few months now, and his progress has been interesting. On certain days, he retains his defiant attitude, while on others he is far more amiable. Regardless, he persists in his strange perceptions of the world. The defiant Oriel speaks a form of Lemurian, although when I send transcripts to translators, they tell me it makes no sense. This seems to match my experience with the amiable Oriel. He speaks Albonian, at least to some degree. When asked to recount our sessions, he understands the question but relays events consistently out of order and uses strange terms. He refers to me as Snowman, perhaps due to my white coat. I have found recent success with Oriel by giving him access to a typewriter. He types out large passages in Albonian and Lemurian and is compiling them into a larger work. The amiable Oriel seems excited about what he is writing, describing it as wondrous crumbs from a devil. If it can help him find happiness moving forward, then I suppose I too will call it wondrous. Yeah, wondrous crumbs from a devil. So these are memories from Echo. What is this? I have no idea what this is. That was good. That was very good. This one was my favourite. Unravelling was definitely my favourite case. That I absolutely loved the scrambled memories and working them out. That really tickled my brain. That really tickled my brain in the most pleasing of ways. That was fabulous. That was absolutely fabulous. Oh, which means in the next episode, we will get to make a start on the Lemurian Phoenix. Oh ho ho! I'm excited. If the Lemurian Phoenix is half as good as the Sins of New Wells, I will be very happy. I will be very, very happy with that. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K and Christopher K. Davis. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.